No, it says Frank.
Is it? Well, no, I understand that.
Hey.
Yay! Hello, everyone. Happy Friday! It's Friday, but that doesn't really mean much in the world anymore. It does not.
It does to me.
Don't mind. I actually showered for you guys, so my hair's in the process of drying, so don't mind that.
Looks great.
Thanks, darling.
This is my favorite look, the fresh out of the shower look.
Yes, appreciate you. Thank you. Want to tell them what you did this morning? You got quite the early start.
Is that this?
That's your fizz. It's making noises.
It's really fizzing.
Mm-hmm.
Hi,
Jason. Hi, Michael. Hi, Jay. Hey, Jim.
Did some painting.
Mm-hmm. You stank.
Like
right
paint?
shop. No, like. Did you say you were welding?
I was grinding.
You're grinding? It smells like that.
Yeah.
Like the burnt. So
I painted the area of the pit cart where the toolbox is, so we can, because we're gonna reskin it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna re-letter it.
Mm-hmm.
And I chopped the top on the front, so it's lower in the front, so we can get some taller tires on it and get some more ground clearance for driving it around. But then if we do that, it won't fit in the trailer, so I got to chop the top so that I can put taller tires on it.
Are you gonna fit? Well, it doesn't matter if you fit. You're not gonna be in it.
Fit what? Oh, under the top. I only lowered the front so that the back where your head is still tall enough.
Okay.
Because when the thing goes in the trailer, it's at an angle.
Mm-hmm.
And the front is the part where it's close to the roof.
Okay. That makes sense. Your mother would like to know if you slept better last night, Michael.
Not really.
I think that 1, you aren't going to bed at a consistent time.
Okay.
2, you're eating right before you go to bed.
Okay.
That's all I got. That's all I could come up with. Otherwise, I have no idea. I mean, you watched the USAC race last night. You didn't race, so I don't know.
I don't know.
He must feel like
I slept okay until about, 4:30 this morning, and then I was just ready to go.
Oh, hello, everybody. Oh, my goodness. Look at all this stuff. What did we miss? What is that? Oh, wait, hang on. Mike, what? Okay, Jason asked. Jason, you know what? I appreciate you. I am recognizing that you're coming up with really good questions, so.
Okay. What is the panel behind the deck lid only used during Super Dirt Week? All right, so during Super Dirt Week, we have to have a quick fill system so that we can gas up the car with the NASCAR style gas cans. And along with the quick fill for the gas can, you have to have a breather vent that goes to the catch can so you can tell when it's full. And that's those two guys' job. When you run the tubes off of the fuel cell out to the side of the quarter panel, they are required to be covered. So you run a panel, you run the tubes behind the rear deck, and then you run a panel to go over and around the tubes. And I think it makes the cars actually look a little cooler in the back. I think they have a better stance from behind. But
Krista, I just read, you sent me a message. I just opened it, like it's there. So as soon as it's over, I will reply to whatever your message is. So I'm sorry. Again, we take a while, but we will get it. So let's see. What else is going on in the world?
So speaking of tips and tricks like that, yesterday we did a video on my drive shaft install, and that'll go up sometime. And if you guys want some more tips and tricks, Dave Ely did a live Facebook with a lot of good information on rear ends, drive shafts, torsion bars, all kinds of stuff. So if you go to the DMI Facebook page, that'll be on the wall. Check that out.
Yeah, we're in the process of doing our video with Jenny, and Mike just drops everything and starts listening to that. I was like, okay, I guess we're going to have to wait now.
I didn't know if it was going to be saved. So I wanted, because it was live, I wanted to make sure I watched it.
I got you.
But they're saving it, so.
Oh, here you go, babe. That's a question for you.
What is horsepower on small block and big block?
You have to say the name.
Andrew Merritt. Well, Andrew, that all depends on what kind of small block and big block. So let's start with your W16 small block. That's the spec one.
Mm-hmm.
That engine probably makes about 535 horse. Then you go up to your spec headed 358. Those make about 585 horse. Then you go to your like PA New Jersey spec headed 358 with more open rules. They make closer to 600 horse. Then you got the ported 358. They're getting upwards of 650 to 700 horse, and then the ones that have more cubic inch, like a 430 or 460 cubic inch small block, are getting towards 700, 800 horse or more. And then you got your low end big block, the cheaper ones make about 800 horse, and then the more expensive ones make about 850 or so if they're the legal cubic inch. If they're cheated or whatever, or they're a Delaware style where you can run more than 467, you can get upwards of 875 horse. So there's a whole lot of variables there on engines.
A few people have said something about Dad. I have to show you guys this. I told you about this, but I didn't show you this. What he did with all of his suits.
That is cool.
Yeah. So he just sent me this.
Wow.
This is what him and Mom have been doing. I haven't gotten Dad's approval yet, but look how awesome this is. So he's got everything down to his very first suit he ever raised, the first helmet, and he has it by like years. So we got the 15, the 126, the 76, 15, the 1, all in order. I mean, that looks so cool. So that will be shown off during an open house on July 12th. So he's very excited to be showing that off. And he said that he might even have to retire some of our newer suits, or I should say his newer suits. But
get some more new ones.
Yeah, like I know I'm a pack rat now. I understand why, but it's cool to be able to have that stuff like from like down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So Dennis asked Mandee, "How did you get involved with Arbonne?" Look at so I'm Arbonne into the conversation. Thanks, guys. How fun.
Speaking of Arbonne, Mandee just got halfway to Nation, which means she is earning the amount to, let's see, if she doubles what she's making now, she will be a national president, right?
Vice president.
National vice president. Sorry,
He's doing all right. He's doing all right.
There.
Yeah, that's like the top of the company. So
right now you're a regional vice president.
I'm right. Yeah. Correct. I'm like
okay.
A step away. But how I got involved, actually, the girl that I got involved with, her brother used to race at Bridgeport. And she had been doing the business for a few years when she asked me to do it. And I was kind of like, I was super hesitant. It wasn't something that like I like. I don't want to sell skincare and makeup and all that stuff. But then I found the outlet with racing, especially. I mean, when people ask me, like, the 30-day program you see us do, we drink these fizz sticks. And a lot of people kind of are like, well, how do you actually sell these things? And that was my outlet, is that with racing and drivers, especially, like Mike said, I think it was in yesterday's video about the weight, like drivers needing to make weight and all that stuff. Like I have all kinds of different drivers, all kinds of different crew guys, and men and women doing these programs. And that's just kind of how I know, it's just another outlet for me to be able to help people. So I enjoy it. It's fun. It's great being able to integrate it into racing, despite it being like not racing related. But I mean, 85% of my teammates are racing.
We both use all of the products ourselves.
Yeah.
I love them. By all of them, I mean all of them too. Everything that we use is Arbonne. Yeah. So it's all like safe. It's
pure safe,
not tested on animals.
This is like when you see the girlfriend talk about racing, and she's kind of like, She's trying her best. This is what Mike's doing
I'm
right now.
trying.
I'm impressed. But I mean, I'm sure like that's probably not what you guys really want to listen to right now. But if you do have questions, seriously, let me know. I love it. It's great. I can talk all about it, but I'm sure we just want to talk racing.
Larry says, how many racing helmets do you go through in a season, and which brand do you prefer? Okay, I have a Simpson helmet, and I've had it for the past 4 years or more. I have
Which
not
one?
replaced it. My Simpson helmet
Is that the one with
with the white stripe on it, with the black and the white stripe. That's my newest helmet. The Two-Face helmet is actually.
Aren't they?
So there's a Snell rating on the helmets, and there's a 2010, 2015, and soon they'll be coming out with the 2020 Snell. I think they don't actually come out with it until almost 2021. So I'll wait to buy a new helmet this year until they come out with the Snell 2020s, because if I buy one right now, it will only last 5 years, because they let them go, I think 10. I don't know. They let right now they're allowing the Snell.
You might be right.
They're allowing the Snell 2010 and 15s right now. Okay. So the 10s won't be allowed next year because they'll have 2020s. Yeah.
So no, what a lot of people don't realize is that our first race, I know it's more stringent in Jersey, especially like safety wise, but dirt all everywhere. Like the first race at like Albany or the first super dirt car race, like they check to make sure that you have the equipment, like safety equipment, it's approved.
And those rules are different by state.
Yeah.
New Jersey's more strict on all of those rules than New York is.
Yeah.
Also, I don't go through the helmets, but I go through a whole lot of shields and tear-offs. I'll probably use 4 or 5 shields and probably, I don't know, 40 boxes of tear-offs. Like they only come with 3 sets in a box now, with the laminated ones from Racing Optics, and they're really expensive. They're
you see drivers just ripping them, throwing them off. They're
$30, $40 a box. And you're just ripping them off and throwing them. But the shields are $50 to $100 and some dollars depending on which helmet you have, and those are more expensive than tear-offs. So what I try to do is not run out of tear-offs, because if I
the shield.
Throw them all off and I have to wipe the shield, then it scratches it and I got to replace it sooner. So it's cheaper to actually use the tear-offs.
If you could make biodegradable tear-offs, that would be safer than
that you can still see through and all that.
Probably
good luck, but it would be pretty awesome.
It was worth a shot. Okay, you see them everywhere, right? There was a question. I think this would be for you,
Mike. Oh, Charles Burke says, Mike, last year you had 2 steering box failures, one at Lebanon Valley. Have you changed box manufacturers and upgraded the new chassis as well as residual chassis? I'm not sure what you're talking about with the chassis, but the steering box, those were 2 different brands actually. I've got in my cars, I've got Profiles and GME boxes, and I love both of those. I think that both manufacturers do a great job, and they both steer really well. There's small differences in like how they steer, but I always run a 9-to-1 ratio. I like the quicker steer, so I don't have to move my arms as far when I'm crossing back and forth. But what failed there, one was a hose. It wasn't even the box. We didn't realize that when we did the video, but then like days later when we work on it in the shop, we figured out it was just the hose. And then the other one, we didn't have the correct pitman arm in the trailer when the pitman arm stripped. So I put a longer one on, and with a 9-to-1 box, if you run anything longer than a 9-inch pitman arm, it overpowers the box and can break it, which is what happened. That wore out the box. So it really wasn't even a manufacturer's flaw. It was completely my own fault. Yeah. But we, sometimes in racing, you just patch stuff up and deal with it, and then that leads to failures later on, and that's what happened.
So, Fartbox85, nice to see you again. Mike, have you ever gotten your helmet broken by rocks or debris? The rock shield, I feel like, takes a really big beating.
Yeah,
like a lot of times.
I've had a shield break, and I've had the tear off studs break. I've had the thing for the blower break. I've had all kinds of stuff fail. I've had the ear things fall out. I mean, they're always constantly repairing the helmet. You're always gluing new foam on so that the shield seals up better, so the dirt can't get in it.
Did you ever race Big Diamond when they had like piles of tires in 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Like not what it is now, but when
more than that?
Yeah. Like it used to be insane when Dad raced. Well, I don't know, but I was told like you never want to land in there because there used to be snakes. No, thank you.
There's something about Big Diamond that there's just a lot of things that are just different.
Yes, but when Dad raced his sprint car, he had flipped in 1 and 2, and he walked away fine. But the next day, we take out the helmet, the suit, we go clean everything, wash it, and actually had tire marks on his helmet.
What?
Yeah, his head must have fell out and got one of the tires. I laugh at it now, but at the time, no. Actually, and someone had asked, going off of the rock and debris thing, I think it was, I've heard so many stories, but I think it was Knoxville. Dad was racing the sprint car, and I think coming off the turn, going on the straightaway, he said that the sun just it was blinding you. It was practice or time trials, and all of a sudden he goes in the turn, comes out, and to this day they have no idea what it was, but a piece of debris actually got his arm. Did you ever hear about that?
Nope.
No? I haven't told you that. And actually broke it. So Dad's hand was on the steering wheel, and from here to here, it was looped like this. So, I mean, the debris didn't get his helmet, but it got his arm. So it broke his arm.
Ouch.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Ugh. God. So safety is very important. I don't know how you stop that from happening, but that does happen. Did you get a question, dear?
Yeah. So Bob Moyer asks, I saw you have tear-offs on iRacing. Do you control that, or is it automatic? That you program a button on the steering wheel to hit the tear-off. So when you get too much, and it actually puts more mud on the screen when you're following someone, and you have to use more tear-offs than you would.
That's an interesting method. Donald said we always put the first tear-off on backwards so you don't lose it.
That's great. I used to do that too when we used the Ultra Shield style, but now with the Racing Optics laminated ones, they just come in a strip.
Yeah, that's true.
But what you can do is cut with a pair of scissors. You can cut the last tab so that you don't get it.
That's smart.
And I also fold each one under, and then fold the next one under, fold the next one under, so you're only peeling one at a time and you don't grab them all.
Yes. Yeah, that happens. Heather asked Mandee, how do you decide which driver race to support each weekend? It's not easy.
I don't know either.
No, I don't know if there's quite a method to it, but
I know the method. It's basically okay, I've been at 2 of Mike's races lately, but I haven't been to one of my dad's, so I got to go see my dad race now. And then
I try to spread it evenly.
I've been to 2 of Billy's races, so now I got to go see one of Mike's races. That's basically how she splits it up.
Well, with Arbonne too, if there's trainings down in Jersey on a Wednesday, I'll go down to Jersey, stay for the whole weekend, support them, come back up here. Depending my color coordinated calendar. There is some sort of a method to it, but I do like to spread myself evenly. Even though the men in my lives are strong and independent, they still need their support. They still need it. I can say that out of all 3 of them, my brother is definitely the one that makes me feel the guiltiest for missing his races. He's really, really good at that. Really good at that. Really good at that. Oh.
So Larry asks, Mike, the fastest track in the short track super series, miles per hour, that is. I'm going to guess it is either Baps or Port Royal.
Hands down.
They're pretty fast.
Yeah, those are the biggest tracks.
I don't know the mile an hour because there's no speedometers in the car. So everybody always asks.
Oh, wait, no. Crap. How fast were you guys going at Port Royal last year? Someone actually had a speedometer.
They did? Okay. Yeah. I thought you were going to say on
I want to say it was close to 100. something.
Race monitor, it says your average, but that's not the real max. It's just the average.
I need a 3-sided coin to flip. Yeah, that would probably take the tension off a little bit, wouldn't it? Aw, thanks. Dave M says, Mandee, my daughter wants to know what toothpaste you use because your teeth are so nice and white. You remember that toothpaste that Mike put all over his hands in the previous video? That's my toothpaste.
Yeah. So go watch that and figure out what kind of toothpaste it is.
Yeah.
See, she had this charcoal stuff that made our teeth black.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've tried a lot of different
make
stuff.
them black. It's black while you're brushing, and then they come out pretty white. But she didn't like the taste.
I do try to do the whitening strips at least twice a year, and I feel like I'm due for them, and I'm not doing anything else. So maybe I will.
The problem with toothpaste is the ones that really are good at making your teeth white make your breath smell, and then the ones that make your breath smell good don't really do a good job cleaning your teeth.
Fun fact is my insides smell rotten half the time. So even if I brush my teeth, my breath still smells. So they look great, but the coming out, I have to chew gum and use mouthwash a lot and floss your teeth, brush them twice a day. I think I'm a Crest Colgate kind of person if you're looking for a brand name, but thanks for asking. I take pride in my teeth. I also wear my retainers that I've been wearing for, when did I graduate? So I've been wearing my retainers for like 12 years and they still fit. So,
hey, One Lonely Farmer, how's your cousin doing today?
One Lonely Farmer, what is up? How is my cousin doing? I am doing grand. How is it down in Jersey? I mean, I feel like it's probably going a little crazy. A lot more
cross
crazy.
Promotion here. He has a awesome YouTube channel if you want to check out some videos on farming.
If you're into a crazy ass farmer, he is your guy. I don't know. Do you call them woodpile cousins? Is that what we call that? You're brushing your teeth. Good. That's important, but you have to wash your hands. That's more important than your teeth.
I think the teeth. If I don't brush my teeth, I get sick. It actually helps with health.
Yeah,
your
there's
real
germs
health.
in there.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So don't just wash your hands. I don't know why who doesn't wash their hands? They're all about that. Well, take a shower, wash your hair, wash your skin.
I know. I'm not one for doing this, but I know that these people do not watch these videos. But one of my good friends when I was growing up, her boyfriend during high school was never taught to brush his teeth. So they never, like the entire family in the house, never owned a toothbrush.
Never?
Never.
That blows my mind.
Yeah. I'm about hygiene. I don't think I'd be able to date you if you didn't brush your teeth.
Yeah, of course.
I wouldn't be able to date you if you didn't brush your teeth.
I feel bad for that. I mean, it's not their fault. Like nobody taught them.
Exactly.
Right?
It really, like, how we are is how we were raised. And yes, I really hope that he's brushing his teeth now. Thanks for the toothbrushing conversation. That's great. What else we got?
Jason White says to wash your hands with toothpaste and egg yolk.
That'll work. Okay. That'll work. Let's see. Actually, someone had mentioned, Craigie, where did that go? Someone never been to our open house. I don't know where that went. But if you haven't been to our open house, seriously, you should. And if you are a One Lonely fan, I am going to make sure that he comes this time. Because he was supposed to come last one, but I think he had to go somewhere. But
Dirty Fabrication says, Mike, did you ever have a chance to run the Moody Mile before they tore it down? And if you did, what were your thoughts on its impact in the modern community? Now, this was heartbreaking for me. The first year I was going to have a chance to run Super Dirt Week, they tore it down. The year I was about to finally get to do it. So I never got to run there. And so not only did that impact me in that way, but also as soon as they stopped running Super Dirt Week at Syracuse, there was just car owners left and right that just stopped owning cars. Really, I think it reduced the amount of interest in big block modifieds as a whole. It really hurt. But then when they went to Oswego and it started to get to build up again, now it's starting to get bigger and bigger, and more and more people are getting involved again, I feel like. So it took a big hit, but I think we're on the rebound now.
Yeah. So I'm totally going to go rando on this conversation because people are talking about Wes. So One Lonely Farmer, yes, he's my cousin. He actually helped me when I wanted to start doing YouTube videos because he's just phenomenal with what he does. And I went and picked his brain and was a lot of help. So he definitely, I would give a huge shout out to, that helps me kind of get my feet wet. However, okay. So Wayne Taylor commented on New Egypt. I like this, that a lot of people are putting their cars up there and stuff for the kids to like entertain themselves. Well, his son, Carl, look at this race car. Look at how well done that is. This is Billy's New Egypt car. Nicely job. Nice job. Nice job. I like it. Like, look at all the different.
Oh, so there's all kinds of.
I don't know if you can see them, but all kinds of kids submitting their artworks. It's great. So if you want to color a modified, go to New Egypt's website or Facebook page. Why can't you see that? There we go.
Yeah, go to their page and print it out, I guess.
Yeah.
And take a picture of it.
Yes. I think we should.
That's a Super Dirt Week car. It's got the kicked in
excited.
Doors. It's got the kicked in doors, all the arrows blocked off in the front.
I think we should do a drawing contest. That can be our next challenge, is how well can Mike and Mandee draw race cars?
Okay. I've already been picked on my artist skills with my iRacing car, so I don't really want to be involved in it.
It's true.
I'm gonna leave that up to everyone else. I don't want to do anything.
You're let me do
I don't want to do anything that has to do with art.
Let's see. I leave
the apparel up to you.
Nah, I'll argue that. Okay.
I argue stuff, but I don't like dealing with artists.
He doesn't argue. He just
artists
bickers.
Don't understand me.
He has. Okay, we've discussed.
I say I want this, and it comes out nothing near what I think.
Is that Mike is not the perfect teacher for me.
Because I'm left-handed. I use the other side of my brain. Nobody gets that.
The verbiage that you use
is
just
opposite of other people.
Yeah, so it just
yeah.
What does that have to do with artwork on
a
T-shirt? Left-handed people are going to understand artwork on a T-shirt.
If coming from me, yes. But the right-handed people don't understand what I'm talking about.
Does anyone understand this? That makes no sense. Does that make sense?
It does. It's science.
It's science. Okay. Okay. Justin Lossie asked, why do most dirt cars not have window nets? Do we need window nets?
Why do we not have window nets?
Yeah.
Well, when the driver sits on the left side of the car, it's more necessary to have a window net because you're so close to the opening of the window. We're in the middle of the car, and there's all that body and everything, so it's pretty hard for stuff to come in. It still doesn't mean that if you wanted extra safety, especially if you got your young kid in a sportsman or something like that, you want some extra. There's little window nets you can clip on to the side of the cage to keep stuff from coming in the side and whatnot.
So, Kim Mike Sant, I just like calling her Kim's Mike Sant.
Hey, Kim.
Mike, you need some other colors than black. So you're talking to me.
Yeah, you're talking to Mandee because she's in charge of the reorder, which I gave her a quantity list and what colors to order. So
where's the list?
It's on those sticky notes. I had it stuck on this table.
Like half of them away.
I didn't throw them away. I stuck them over there so you can see them. You were supposed to do something with them, like order them.
So we'll get on that. I've thought about doing like some different colors, but I have the fear because we did 2 years ago. We did just not plain, but simple, like Mahaney racing shirts, like an outline of modified on the back, and people loved them. But I did black, red, blue, and pink.
What?
We had a lot of pink left over.
So, not anymore.
Well, no, because we did that grab bag thing.
All right.
But it's, for me as a salesperson, it's so much easier to say, sorry, we only have black. Because if I give you, okay, not just you, Kim. I love you, Kim. Uncle Bob says tie-dye. That I will do.
Tie-dye.
But
wow.
As a salesperson, when I say, sorry, all we have is black, you either want it or you don't. Okay? If I give you the options, I'm going to be left with the one that no one wants. So.
How is Uncle Bob? I heard he just went through surgery.
He did.
Yeah. I don't know what kind, but let me know.
Brian, is there a way that I can send you the picture of the models? What models? I'm hoping you're talking like race cars.
I don't know what you mean there.
But Facebook's fine. People are saying they would do white shirts.
Our summers are 110 degrees, so black is harsh.
So you want to know why you cut the sleeves.
Lighter colors.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that's fine. The tough part is if you go white, it gets dirty and then they never come out clean.
Mm-hmm.
But gray, heather, maybe.
Heather gray. Yeah, I'm usually between black and gray. I really haven't done white shirts in a long time. Maybe we should bring it back. And then you can actually tie-dye them, Kim. That would be great.
You can do kind of like.
What do you got?
Like this color.
That's a heather gray.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or we can just do black. I like black. Black's easy. Oh, let's see. So if there are any other questions we have not answered, please ask now or forever hold your peace. You will have to wait until Monday. So what do you got? Our neighbor did not leave at this. Maybe he's off today. Huh. No questions? Your fingers got to be able to type fast enough. Here we go. Okay, D. Thompson, first time watching. Have you ever raced at Mohawk International in New York? My parents own the track, and hopefully we can get back to racing.
Of course. I was there twice last year. We came, there was a 358 Super Dirt Series race and a Big Block Super Dirt Series race we went for.
Yes.
So we were there for both of those.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure we'll do the same this year.
Yep. Okay, so Rob asks, where in New York are you? How far from the shop and or middle of town? So we are in the Adirondacks. We are
an hour and a half north of Albany, Saratoga. So not Albany itself, but Saratoga.
3.5 from Middletown and 1/4 of a mile down the road from the shop. How's that? Have we ever raced? Nolan asked.
Across the street.
I'm not good with numbers. It's fine. I don't know whatever. Nolan, have you ever raced at Penn Can in Pennsylvania? Michael?
Yeah, I love Penn Can. It's a little paper clip.
Mm-hmm. Michael,
fun racing there.
What's your iRacing name?
My iRacing name, I think it's Mike Maney.
Seems pretty legit.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Should be able to find me on there. It's not. There's no letters or numbers or anything after it. It's just my name.
It's easy enough.
If you send me a friend request on iRacing, I can add you as a friend on that. Yeah, it's just like Facebook now. You can have your own, friends. What does that do? So it'll have a list down in the corner, and when your friends are on, you can see where they're racing, and you can jump in that session and race with your friends.
Oh, that's cool.
It's the best part of it. The best part of it, because so my buddy Justin Piscatello, who introduced me to iRacing, he had a wheel in college that I played on, and we always raced together and stuff. So we're to live nowhere near each other, and I never get to see him, but at least on iRacing, I can see that he's on there, and we get on and do a little racing. But he likes the road racing, and I try to get him into the dirt stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I have to tell you guys, this is the highest number of viewers that we've had live. So this is awesome. So
Great.
Yes, so happy Friday. Same thing. So we'll do this every Monday through Friday at 12:15 for 30 minutes. If you're lucky and the questions get going good, we'll hang out a little bit longer. So in other news, we hope you're staying safe. Get ready for a lot of friend requests. So make sure to stay safe, wash your hands, brush your teeth, stay inside, have fun this weekend, and
wash your beard.
Ooh, we might do his haircut this weekend.
I need a haircut.
Do you want to see a video of that? Because that'll be fun. So maybe we'll do that tonight.
She's gonna put a bowl on my head and just shave around it and have a bowl cut.
I feel
great.
Like, I really honestly feel like my mom probably would have done that with me because I used to rock that.
How about a mohawk? I've never had a mohawk. I've always wanted to shave my head, but that's never happened either.
No.
I've never done any risky haircuts. One time, when I was really young, I parted it in the middle because my cousin did. I always thought that was really cool, but
maybe I'll part my hair in the middle,
you
part your hair in the middle, and we can take a cute picture together.
No.
Okay, so we're gonna go have our lunch. We hope you guys are having a great day.
Ferg says grow the mullet.
Grow the mullet. Oh boy, bowl
Business
cut.
in the front, party in the back.
We're getting bowl cuts and mullets. Oh no, and shave the head. I'm in charge. We're gonna attempt it, and if it messes up, then we're just gonna have to shave it. We can do like the business and the party in the back kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, stay tuned for that, and have a great weekend. We will see you guys on Monday.
See ya.